Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Monday to you all. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. We have got new music coming out from the Kep1er camp. Very exciting time indeed. It's been a very, I was about to say a very long time since Kep1er music, but Giddy wasn't that long ago in hindsight, was it? Anyways, new Kep1er music. This is a very exciting time. I've missed new music. I've missed some new music from them. Of course, their past era with Giddy. Still remember Back to the City. It was a brilliant B-side. And of course, their Japanese release absolutely took my breath away. Together Forever still lives rent-free in my head, and it is a gorgeous song, and you should all listen to it. But brand new era, and we're going to start with that title track, Galileo. Finally got the astronomer crossover that I've been waiting for. That's a joke, but you know, Kep1er named off of Johannes Kepler and title track Galileo. It's like, oh, I love that. My inner space nerd is very happy. But enough waffling, let's get started. DJ, roll the intro. This is kind of an interesting comeback for me. Not just in terms of like music, but the kind of behind the scenes news that's going on with Kep1er right now is quite exciting. Those of you who didn't know, they're in talks of extending Kep1er at the moment. And that's super exciting. It is a bit of a nervy time, especially having followed every single produce group that's come out of like the Mnet shows, and with IZ*ONE being a former alt group of mine, I know the pain and the anxiety of contract renewals for these groups. But I really do hope that the execs can figure out something for Kep1er, because I think that'd be so cool. And I would also make them the first Mnet survival show group, like from the Produce and Planet series, that extends past their initial temporary group contract. Which I think that's a really odd tidbit. Like IOI, Wada1, IZ*ONE, X1, all didn't re-sign. So can we get Kep1er to be the first Produce/Planet group to extend? Nervy times, but that's for a future date. We have got music to check out. Of course, we're doing an album listen for it later as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But title track, Galileo, let's go. Pchi. I won't lie, the Yeso to Mashiro start, I kind of like that. That's a very different take. Whoa! Already at this point, this might be my favorite Kep1er title that they've done. This funky beat with the kind of bright top line works so well for them. That was kind of good. I like that. I also like that the line distribution, they're putting members where they normally wouldn't show up in the song, I feel like, especially in the verses. I'm also quickly realizing that making a thumbnail for this is going to be extremely difficult just because there are so many good beauty shots to use. Yeso getting her moment to shine on this MV, okay. Oh, that pulsing 808 in the background here. Oh, dance break, okay. Galileo. Oh, pick the harmonies, hello? Oh, hold on. Post-MV scene. What was that final scene for? Is there a continuation? Is there a continuation somewhere? Are we gonna get a second MV for a B-side down the road? I have no idea, but... hello? Where has this song been all my life? Oh my goodness, it's so good. Man, Kep1er are stepping up their game this year. Oh my goodness. You know, like, I mentioned right around first course that this might be my favorite Kep1er title track that they've done. And I'm kind of getting a deja vu moment from the first time I heard Together Forever, because that song immediately became, I think, my favorite Kep1er song, just full stop. And that was a Japanese B-side of all things. And honestly speaking, Galileo genuinely might have just taken the crown for Kep1er title track. It's so good. It's such a well-balanced song for me. It has that kind of bright, spunky attitude that Kep1er music, I think, does really well. But it's not overwhelmingly bubbly and, like, sweet serotonin-inducing. It's very controlled. The beat, especially once you bring in that kind of funk influence to it in the choruses, really kind of offsets the bubbly top line really well and keeps it from becoming an overly indulgent top line. And the pacing of the song, I think, is perfect. It's not the fastest song in the world, but what it does is it has enough of a brightness to it to keep you moving, you know, get you kind of grooving in your seat or a little bit of extra pep in your step, but not too much to the point where you're, like, exhausted by the end of it. Where's that? I want that second chorus again, if I can find it. It's right here. This is the pre-chorus. Like, that top line is high with Yeso and Yujin, at least in the second chorus, it's those two. First time around it was different members, but that vocal top line is high. And yet, it's not, like, sickly sweet. It's got the vibe, and it's got the rhythm, and it's got the pacing where it should end up being a really sweet top line, but it doesn't come across that way because the instrumental offsets it really well. There isn't too much in the treble to give it that sickly sweet feeling, and that bottom end really just kind of mellows out the overall sound of it, and oh, it's so good. And then bridge. Just this gradual build into the punchy instrumental slash dance break. And this dance break, they've done enough to it where it feels separate from the rest of the song. Like, it's got the bounce to it, it's got the sharp rhythm to it that the rest of the song doesn't have, but it's not stylistically so different that it feels isolated and feels like a completely different song. It still feels true to the rest of Galileo, but with more emphasis on the dance element of it. And it just slots in so well, especially after that really smooth, pretty first half of the bridge, to offset it with that kind of sharper, punchier rhythm of the dance break, and then to transition it back into the... And this post-chorus. Wait for it. The harmony grows, it keeps growing, and that's so... I didn't honestly expected them to cut it after the da-da-da-da part, but they kept it rolling. And this might be vocally the most rich vocal harmony we've gotten from a Kep1er track yet. Galileo. And that hook is great too. That was great. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Kep1er, y'all did yo shit on this one. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have this beamy smile on my face for a long time with this song. It's so well done. And if this is the level of the title track, what is this album going to have? Because every single album, or every single release that Kep1er have had, they've followed up a very good title track with an arguably even better B-side. At least one banger of a B-side on every single Kep1er release, regardless of what language it's been in. I'm so excited for it. Hopefully you are as well, but that is it for me today with this MV. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day, and know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know there will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.